Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them on the country. Yes sir, you know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes sir, you know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Hello, everybody. I'm
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First down, Bridgewater. This is Yeldon on the dump off. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Bridgewater now on second down. And right side, Henry's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. off as they run the counter play. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! You. All right, now look at 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's pulled in at the 32. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Second down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now Bridgewater. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
The offense didn't pick up the first down there, but they're not going to go to the bench discouraged. They feel like they're starting to set the defense up a little bit, looking for the big play as this game progresses.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have. And right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Yeldon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third down now following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll try the right side here with Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter down. 14-7 is the score. We're back to ball. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Going up top. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
To throw is Bridgewater. And it's complete. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them. It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out. And probably look. And now look at him go. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone. I think they won the leverage game, didn't they? Yes. Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles. Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He completes it to Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Let's go. Wide Eddie.
Bridgewater down from the 50. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2nd down, Bridgewater. And he just chucked that one out. Bounds out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go. Go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Yeldon, the lone running back. Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Bridgewater. It's grabbed over the middle by White. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Now let's go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll look to throw here, and he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
3-19. Detroit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Backing up. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the ground they go with a running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And a tale of 2 weeks, so to speak. Last week, really good. Here, I don't know, they say baseball's a game of inches. Maybe he's just a little bit off from last week, but it's produced different results.
It certainly has. Not the results that he or his team expected. I think what I loved the most about watching him last week when we were doing the game was how he could change tempos throughout the game. They could go fast, they could go slow, they could go medium. At one point, remember, he hopped them into a 2-minute drill in the middle of the first quarter as things were going along just to change things up and was firmly in command. Today, I think he's trying to find that same rhythm that he had last week.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jack Youngblood in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. Hey.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He completes it right side to White. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
As if he didn't have enough to think about. On that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point, because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch. Looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Out of the gun now on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Second down, Bridgewater. And right side, Henry's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On third down, Bridgewater. He hits White, complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater, the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Yeldon, the lone running back. First down, Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win to the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity.
Now let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. You got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. Deep drop. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Now let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, if I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. They juked him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And it's intercepted. A great read